Hi everyone, good day. Thanks for joining Megaport live backdrop this morning. So as usual, we have different solution architect running the tech drop on most of the Friday. So for today tech drop, I'll be sharing on some of the updates on Megaport services, and then followed by a demo. So here is a little bit about me. I'm Serena To. I'm the pre-sale solution architect at Megaport, and I'm based in Singapore. So below is my email as well as my LinkedIn. So if you have any requirements or questions, feel free to reach out to me. Okay, so who is Megaport again and what we do? So Megaport is a network as a service provider. So we operate our own private global backbones through software-defined network SDN. So as you can see from the diagram, this is our own global private backbone. So it shows Megaport global reach, Megaport points of presence worldwide. So the dots itself represent the data centers and the locations that we are in all around the world. Okay, so with our backbone itself, it enables low latency, high performance connectivities by going through us. So today we are already interconnected with many hyperscaler, which including like AWS, Azure, GCP, Oracle Cloud, IBM Cloud, Alibaba, so on and so forth. So by coming to our backbone, you're able to have private, secure, and high-speed connections. So using our network itself, you can have fast deployments across the network as fast as 60 seconds by using our self-help portal. So customers without Megaport today, as you can see from diagram, you have to set up and maintain your own connections to each of the cloud on the right-hand side, such as SAP, AWS, okay? So there'll be many connections to the cloud, and each of the circuit needs to be so-called managed individually, which also making operation very difficult. So as more CSP, hyperscaler connections are added, complexity also growth. Okay, you have to manage all these individually. Okay, so more CSP means more providers, means more multiple vendors that you need to liaise with, multiple points of contact as well as contracts, making the whole management very difficult. Okay, so hence what you will get is complex connections with very limited capacity. So over time, this will be a very expensive infrastructure to manage, uh, harder to scale, and longer lead time as well. You have limited reach. So with Megaport, this is a glance. This is how customers can instantly deploy connectivities to the CSP globally on demand using our backbone. So customer can connect to us through Megaport point of presence globally or through our virtual POPs. So as you can see from the diagram on the lower part, which is customer data center, you can connect to us through your data center or virtually through our services. Okay, so you're able to achieve high performance connectivity really without large capital investment. Our one-to-many connectivity models, okay, help you to simplify all the architecture by allowing you to access to Megaport ecosystem through one access point. Okay, through one access point, which is the point of presence. Okay, so this will give you a cost-effective solutions should you need redundancy and for high ability as well. Okay. So with Megapop itself, you are able to connect to all the major hyperscaler, as I mentioned, over 1,000 data center operators, more than 360 service providers around the world. Okay. It's secure because your data will travel on our private network, okay, bypassing the public internet. Okay, you have like consistent performance, okay, like having your own private line, okay? Then the good thing is that you only pay for the capacity that you deploy, you use. You're able to scale that capacity up and down as on demand. Okay, so you no longer have to worry about capacity wasted or traffic spike, okay, because you are able to scale up and down. Okay, and most importantly, you design, you manage, and deploy all this on our portal. It's just basically a point and click on our portal as well. Later, I'll be showing the demo. So you are able to do that with our software too. We also have like Terraform providers and API for you to integrate. Okay, so this will make integration very easy and seamlessly as well. Also, now let's go through quickly on the Megaport products. Okay, so as you can see on the left-hand side, these are three different access products that allows you to get access to our network. So mainly it's the port, Megaport Cloud Router and the Megaport Virtual Edge. Okay, so for Megaport port itself, it's a physical Ethernet interface that connect your network to Megaport network. Okay, in short, it's just an NNI from your rack to the Megaport demarcations in the data center using a physical cross connect. Okay, so if you have a data centers and want to get connected to us, you can do it via a port itself. Okay. Secondly, we have this Megaport Cloud router, which is a layer 3 virtual router deployed on a network, which we call a Megaport Cloud Router, okay, MCR in short. So you can deploy this MCR in our network, which allow you to build connections to multi-cloud without the need to connect back to any of the data center, okay? So the traffic will not be backhaul back to a data center. This will allow direct cloud-to-cloud communications between the CSP, okay, through the MCR. So for example, if AWS and Google want to communicate to each other without routing the traffic back to the data center. So this will be a very good option if you do not own a data center, but still have the requirements to get connected to the cloud. So thirdly, we have Megaport Virtual Edge, in short, MVE, which is a layer 3 services that can be deployed on our network. Okay, so we offer you the compute and the connectivity for you to host your next gen firewall, SD-WAN gateway, virtual router, any transit gateway in minutes. Okay, so by using a virtual cross connect, which is a layer 2 services, you can use that to connect to any of the port that you deploy, any of the cloud router, or any of the MVE you deploy to do connections to any of the endpoint in our network. Okay. So this is basically the 3 access product. Okay. So we have this VXC, which is a layer 2 services, which you use it to connect from the access product to any of the endpoint. Okay, so from the port, MCR and the MV perspective, you use VXC to do the connections to the BN, which could be your AWS or could be to another data center. Okay. And also like to share, we also have Megaport Internet that you can deploy in the portal, and we have very extensive ecosystem called Marketplace that you can also leverage on that to connect to any of the service found in the Marketplace. Okay, so now it's time for updates. Okay, so just to share, so now Megaport has 400 gig ports readiness in all this region. So as you can see from the slide, we have in Asia Pac we have like 10, in EMEA we have 5, North America like 52. So for Asia Pac, okay, if you're looking at Asia Pac itself, okay, so we have Singapore, Tokyo, Melbourne, Perth, and Sydney. But if you're looking at Asia, I can focus on Singapore, Tokyo itself. For Singapore, we are there in S33. Tokyo, we cover quite a number of data center. Okay. So with this 400 gig readiness, that means customers now is able to have high speed traffic and everywhere. Okay. So with this 400 gig port, what does it mean to you as a customers? So it enables like faster connections between data center and the cloud service provider to AWS Azure. So you're able to scale higher bandwidth, okay, instantly on demand to, the cloud provider, and it also give you better support for maybe data heavy workload like AI training, backups, and content delivery. Okay, so we also have internet, which is also now available in Hong Kong. Okay, we have just released this probably last week. Okay, so as you can see from the slide, the internet will be serving from Hong Kong in these two data center, which is at TKO and HK1 data center. Okay, so on the right hand side, these are all the locations and the countries that we have internet. Okay, so if you look at the country list, if you talk about Asia, we already have it covered in Singapore, Japan, and Hong Kong. Okay, so the internet can be served from the port itself, or from the cloud router itself, or from the MV itself. Okay, so now you also can deploy 100 gig internet, okay, in this region. Okay, so for Asia wise, Singapore has the resources for this 100 gig, okay. So you're looking at APAC, we have Sydney, Perth, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Okay, so traditionally, 100 gig transit often has like longer lead time, and probably provisioning will be longer, longer contract, and also maybe a higher capex. Okay, so with this 100 gig internet availability, so enterprise who is looking to move, huge amount of data to the cloud or running AI training workloads, okay, can look for us now, okay. So Megaport has also acquired Extreme IX, okay, which is India leading internet exchange operator. So with the acquisitions, expand Megaport global platform to deliver scalable high performance connectivity across Asia Pacific region. Okay, so with the acquisition itself, now Megaport can provide to 7 of India key cities and digital hub. Okay, like Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, okay, so and so forth. So this location itself is connected to 40 plus data centers and over 400 customers, including regional carriers, cloud content providers, enterprise, so on and so forth. So by integrating Megaport platform across existing Extreme IX network, now customers can have better global reach, okay, to India side, okay, greater connectivities to the cloud and to the data center. Okay, so Megaport is currently now live in like 4 locations, as you can see across Mumbai and Chennai. So these are the 4 data centers. We have Equinix MB1, MB2, STT, Chennai, and STT Mumbai. Okay, so on the right hand side, this is a snapshot of the locations that we have. So later on to the demo, I will show you more. We can find out the locations. And we have more locations coming up, obviously. Okay. So another great features that we have is this MVE console access, as well as this MVE restart features. Okay. So when you deploy an MVE console access, okay, when you deploy MV instances, okay, so it can give you an MV console access, okay. So this MV console access is a direct browser-based to your MV instance, okay. So you don't need a VPN or any additional tools as well. Okay, from here you can perform your troubleshooting, check your logs, adjust configuration, carry out your administrative work in real time. Okay, so it's enabled by default for supported services in Megaport. Okay, so there's no extra setup required. So everything is ready to use out of the box in the portal. Okay, so for security reason, all the sessions are encrypted. We are using temporary tokens and only accessible to authorized users. Okay, so we have this MV restart button just beside the MV console access, as you can see from the diagram. Okay, so you're able to restart an MV. So some of the like very common scenario whereby this feature whereby you can make use of this feature is that maybe if the instant become frozen or unresponsive, okay, like the screen is stuck, a restart could help to recover it. So this is a good feature for you to restart. And also maybe for proactive testing, maybe you want to confirm like your system came up properly uh, after a failure. And also maybe you need to restart as a part of a routine maintenance, okay, just to ensure stabilities. So these are how restart MV features can help you. Okay, we also have these new features called service approval queue. Okay, but to note, this is for partner account only. Okay, so in the a portal for the partner account, okay, whereby the partner account have multiple managed account. Okay, so this feature is not enabled by default, and you have to activate it manually for the managed account. Okay, so for the service approval queue itself, it allows you to manage your user account, uh, configured services without placing the order. Okay, so the configuration are then submitted for approval, by maybe a company admin or technical contact. Okay, so the benefit for this service approval queue is that partners can now review and approve or reject the request, reducing unwanted, charges. Okay, you lead to fewer errors because you'll help to prevent some accidental orders or changes or cancellation by, non-technical staff itself. Okay, so you also have to streamline the approval. So there will be a central queue to manage all the service requests efficiently. Okay, so later I'll be showing you on the demo as well. So this is just a screenshot. Now you can also order cross connect, okay, which you are able to do so in most of the data center, okay, but now you are able to submit and upload the LOA in the Megaport portal itself. Okay, so when you order cross connect together with a port itself, and once the port's been configured and ordered and configured configure status, you should be able to see this upload LOA appear in the portal itself. So this is a place whereby you can upload your LOA, okay, for your BN to the portal. Okay, so there'll be some automate process. So after you order the cross connect, you should receive an email from Megaport with a case reference number and instructions to how you can complete the whole order itself. We also have service diagnostic so-called features or tools that's available in the portal. So it's like a small button just beside the services, okay, whereby you can click and then it gives you a quick overview of the service health, the live traffic data and the status. Okay, whether there's any maintenance and outages, it all be stated there. Okay, so it will give you like a green icon to tell you the service is up, and then a red icon to tell you that the service might be down. Then it's for you to further doing a troubleshooting. Okay. Yep, so that's the end. I'm going to show you the live demo. So in today's demo, I'm going to just walk through some of the updates that I have mentioned just now. Yep, so without further ado, let's go to the Megaport enable location. Okay, so I just want to show you that with this Megaport enable location, it's very useful, especially just now I mentioned about the India present. So this is Megaport point of presence around the world. So you can actually zoom down to one country that you want to know. So let's say we talk about India. So for India side, okay, if you scroll down the list, so these are all the data centers, okay, that Megaport will have a point of presence, be it coming soon or be it we are already live, okay. So this is the data center. If you're interested to NNI with us, you can take a look at this list. Likewise, you are interested to know maybe in Hong Kong itself, okay. It's the same process. You're able to filter based on maybe MCR, whereby this data center have any MCR, or MVE enabled. Okay. So let me head over to the portal right now. Okay. So in a partner account, so this account will be slightly different. So this is a partner account, okay, because I'm going to show you how you can enable the service queue, okay. So let me show you where you can create the port, okay, in India. So I'm going to create a port, okay. I'm just show you in India. Back in India, okay, these are the location that we can order. Just to highlight and show it to you, you can click on, let's say, MB1. So these are all the port speed capacity that you can order, okay? So we have 1, 10, 100, okay? Then you put a name, okay? And then you have to put it in a contract, okay? Whether you want a minimum term or 60 month, okay? As you can see, the cross connect is not available in these locations. Okay, I'm going to choose a location whereby the cross connect is available. Okay, so I'm not going to hit next. Okay, I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to move on to order one in SG3. Okay, I'm going to create a port again. This time I'm going to choose SG3. Okay, why I'm going to choose SG3? Because I'm going to show you that we have 400 gig ports ready in SG3 in Singapore. Okay, so for example, you want to order a 400 gig port. Okay, this is the speed that you want, but for today, I'm just going to order a 10 gig port. I'm going to give a name. I'll say uh, demo. Okay, so this is the place whereby you can add the cross connect. Okay, so I'm going to add the cross connect. So just bear in mind is that cross connect is available for 12 months. So I'm going to add a cross connect. Okay, there'll be charges. And then over here, I'm going to align. This is for my port. I'm going to align to my cross connect. Okay, it'll be 12 months. And I'm going to say next. Okay, then I'm going to say add. And I'm going to review the order. I'm going to say order now. Okay. So the port is waiting for resource allocations. Okay. So as you can see that over here, we have the upload LOA ready. Okay, so basically after you deploy your pod and if you have your BN LOA, okay, you can actually go to this upload LOA, click on it. It will actually goes to another support request. Okay, whereby you can upload your LOA over here. Okay, so I'm not going to show you how to upload, but you can show it over here. You can upload your LOA over here. I'm going to back. Okay. Okay. Let me go back to home. Okay. Okay, so this is how you can order the port and the cross connect and upload the LOA over here. So right now I'm going to show you how you can order a MVE and then you can see that the console access will be enabled. So let's head over to create MVE. And then I'm going to Cisco C8000. Okay, I'm just going to choose one. Okay, I'm going to choose maybe SG1. Okay, then I'm going to choose maybe the size of compute. I'm going to hit next. Okay. So likewise, you need to choose a term for this. So it's either month to month or up to 60. Okay, so it's very flexible. So for the Cisco itself, are you able to configure as a SD-WAN or autonomous mode? So I'm just going to do autonomous mode. I'm going to have my SSH key. Okay, so you can add out of 5 virtual NICs. So I'm just going to add one. Okay, then once I think I'm good, I'm going to say next. I'm going to give a name, MVE demo. Okay, and I'm going to hit MVE. Okay, so with every MV itself, it will prompt you to add a Megaport internet for the SSH. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly add Megaport internet Singapore, and then I'm going to give a 20 meg because the minimum capacity bandwidth, okay, is 20 meg. So I'm going to hit 20. I'm going to say next. I'm going to add MVXC, and I'm going to review the order. Okay. Yep, so I'm going to okay, let me see. Going to review order again. Let me see if there's anything wrong over here. Let me remove the configurations. Okay. Okay, after the configuration has been up, okay, I've got to add the internet again. Okay. So let me show you about the service approval queue first. So for the service approval queue, you can go to partner admin. Okay. For example, I'm going to manage this account, which is this demo. Okay, so this is the place whereby you can allow the service approval. I'm going to edit. I'm going to manage this manage account, for example. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you are going to enable or disable this service approval queue. So should you want to allow service approval queue, you have to enable, okay, over here. This is how you can enable so that your managed account can order the services and then the queue will be coming back to you for approval itself. Okay. Let me just go back to the services again. Okay, so in view of time, okay, I have another equipment here. Okay, so just want to quickly show you that this is the it is not supported here. Let me just see. Okay. Okay, so we had in view of time, actually I'm going to show you where you can click on the button. You should see the button like this over here for your console access. So once you click on this console access, it will give you a web browser base, that whereby you can do your configuration. Okay, so okay, so that brings us to the end of the demo. Thank you so much for your time today. I hope you found the session helpful. So if you have any question, feel free to leave it on the LinkedIn or you can email me. So wishing you a good Friday. Thanks again.